Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do Magi, the Labyrinth of Magic, episode 19 review. So, of course, before I get started, three things actually. Look down in the description below for the link to this week's episode of Magi. That's number one. Number two, Sony Music. You do not own anything that pertains to this video. The thumbnail is an original photo, which does not belong to you. The visuals are me, and you do not own me. And the audio is a homemade soundtrack with me speaking over that homemade soundtrack. This video follows the rules and regulations that are set by YouTube and Google. So that being said, that's number two. And number three is that, yes, I did order a Magi poster so I could put on the wall behind me, alright? And I'm not going to do the shout out video in this video, or like I'm not gonna give shout outs for the people who actually gave me like a wide variety of links to choose from eBay, from Amazon. I'm gonna do that in an unboxing video when I get the Magi poster. So that's number one. It's gonna be in an unboxing video. And number two is that I'm also gonna give a shout out not only in the unboxing video to those guys who sent me a variety of links, but also in the next Magi episode review that I do. So by that time, I'm going to put the Magi poster right behind me. In that same video, you will see the brand new poster behind me. And if you're wondering, the poster is Sinbad in the middle with Masaru and Jafar like right next to him. So like it looked pretty, and also it's a fairly big picture. I mean, a fairly big poster. We're talking about like 42 by 31 inches, somewhere around there. So, you know, like, I want to take up as much room as I can on the wall behind me. I couldn't have no bitch-ass small poster. I want, like a big-ass fucking Magi picture. And, you know, that was good. So, right there, I'll do my shout-out. I'll do my shout-outs in that unboxing video and also in my next Magi episode review. Hopefully, the poster comes before the next Magi episode comes out. If not, then I'll wait a little while until I get it, and then I'll like, it should come next week at least sometime on either Tuesday or Wednesday of next week at least. So yeah, like, you know, by then I'll do my Magi episode review and also the unboxing. So that's that. Now, this week's episode of Magi, very intriguing because the way it started off kind of threw me off guard because the music was kind of like jazz-esque, and I was like, what's going on? And I mean, but it was kind of cool because like we saw Alibaba and we saw Aladdin training with Yamaraika and that one guy, Sharnak. I think I think that's his name. I forget. It's either Sharnak or Sharnik. I forgot. Yamaraika and him, the swordsman, Sharnak, whatever, right? Sharnak, I believe so. I forget. I'm not too sure. I apologize. I'll get it down at some point. I will, alright? But, what I will say, that was good. Well, it was better in the case of, Aladdin, because Aladdin, we actually get knowledge of how magic is actually, you know, performed in full detail. Now, Judah explained it a little bit, but we have Yamaraika actually explain it in full detail, where you can actually command the Rook via spells and chants. You can command the Rook to perform a certain task, and these certain tasks can involve manipulation of the elements, such as water, such as ice. I mean, well, you know, like lightning, and yada yada yada, wind. But also, you can be more intricate with your commands, and you can command the Rook to do more specific things in that elemental scheme. Like when we have Yamaraika, like she does this spell where she actually turns invisible by using like the water vapor around her and like using some weird like mirage thing going on. So right there, like it was that was an example of being more specific in your spell etiquette when trying to control the Rook. Now, granted, because because Aladdin, he's a Magi, he has full control of the Rook spectrum. It's that he has no idea how to actually utilize that Rook spectrum. So he's very young in that sense, as a user of magic, if you put it. So, but in the case of Alibaba, it was okay. because like we see him training with the swordsman guy, but the problem was that he didn't have his own sword. Like his actual sword broke with Amon, and then what wound up happening was that like we get to like the main meat. Well, no, before they go to like the actual full-blown episode in like the middle portion, we actually learn about the household members and the household vassals, where we see Alibaba. He goes to the room where Sinbad takes him, and then he gets this sword. Apparently, Sinbad had a sword given to him by the previous king of Baalbek, and then this was the sword that Alibaba took for himself now. And then off the gate, Amon transferred himself to that new sword, and then we go over to Morgiana, and then she starts to, because like we have Sinbad explaining about the whole entire household vassal. So that right there, that was good. So at the beginning of the episode, like the two really good parts were the whole entire thing with with Aladdin and learning the whole entire magic stuff. The control of the Rook, and then after that was learning about the household vassals. So I have the household members and household vassals. And it has to be a metal item. It has to be a metal item wherein which the household member can manipulate the Magi from the king that is given this power by the jinn. That's how it works out. Which is why we saw Jafar and Masru perform lightning type maneuvers, because they were utilizing the Magi that Sinbad gave them, that Sinbad had, because he's more based around lightning, and thus Jafar and Masru also had household vassals that were centered around lightning as well. So Morgiana, she's going to use her, and this is actually really cool, she was going to use her chains that she had on her chains, which was actually, that was nice. That was, not the chains, the shackles that she had around her feet since she was a little girl. The shackles that Aladdin talked about, that Goldust broke, and that Alibaba set her free from, these chains. And those are going to be her household vassal. And the thing here is that now we may see Morgiana use like fire-based shit now, because she's going to take her powers, or she's going to utilize Magi from Alibaba, because she's going to be a household member of Alibaba, because he's the king's candidate. So that was good. That was really good. I like that. I did. Now, the rest of the episode was like, what's going on? It was very like, Ren Hakuryu, he comes out, so he finally reaches Shindoria, and then we have all of the 7 Sea Alliance right there, and like the 8 generals, they're right there, and behind Ren Hakuryu is Ren Kyogoku, okay, or Kyogoku, Q, and shit got weird. Shit got really fucking weird. It was like, okay, well, you kind of like went to my bed naked, and it was like, what? And then for like, shit you not, like 15-20 minutes, it was nothing but that. But before that, there was one key point, one key part, where we see Ren Hakuryu come down, and then Alibaba sees him, and all of a sudden he hears a voice in his head, like, I hate him. Or hate him. And he's like, what was that? And he holds that wound area where he got bit by the snake. That snake that was, that magician had sent on him. So we see that some darkness has infiltrated Alibaba. Some darkness, some evil. So how he's going to deal with that later on in the series, we'll see. We'll see. But as of right now, it's basically, okay, well, we're not too sure exactly how strong this evil is. It may take some time for it to actually manifest itself, or if Alibaba experiences some kind of like like for example, if let's just say that Aladdin died, and Alibaba was in a depression, this evil may like completely control him because there's hatred and there's darkness within Alibaba himself because of that depression that he suffered because of Aladdin's death, and that's just in theory. That's in theory. That may not happen, but that probably would be the case if he actually suffered some darkness, some evil in his current lifetime. Unless there's some kind of like magician, some mage out there who can remove this darkness from Alibaba, which will be the case. And then we go on like this whole entire thing with like Ren, Kyogoku, and like Sinbad. And did she or did he sleep with him? No, did he sleep with her? Did he go into her room and like did he knock her out? Take her to like his room and like fuck the shit out of her, like balls deep. And it was like no. Because after a bunch of funny ass scenes, I mean, the scenes were funny. I mean, in my personal opinion, they were there to stall the episode progression, which is kind of weird. Because as of right now, as of late, the episodes are going relatively quickly when it comes to pacing. But then seeing this episode, it was like all of a sudden, the pacing slowed down tremendously. Because it was like 15 minutes of like this shit going on. Of like, did she go in his room on purpose? Was she knocked out? Like, who knocked her out? It was like, what the fuck is going on? But it was funny. Truth be told, it was funny. It really was. Because like you had the other 8 generals. They're like, you know what? You were drinking? Yeah, you did it. You fucked her. Like you went in balls deep. You quote unquote defiled her body. So it was like, it was all this shit. All right. But at the end of the day, and yeah, my voice is cracking because I still got mucus in here, man. I don't fucking know why, but fuck it. At the end of the day, shit got resolved via Yamarika, and also her ability to actually apparently she had an ability, which again, more intricate stuff via Rook. She's able to take the essence, or no, she's able to take the Magoi of Sinbad and Ren and Kyogoku, and then she's able to reenact the events that occurred on that night, which she does. And in fact, she did get knocked out by someone, which later on we find out that it was Kakobun. Apparently, he's on some evil heel shit right now. But this was the funniest part of the entire episode, right? After he is after we have Ren Hakuryu begging for forgiveness via Sinbad, and then we have the other guys talking about how we have Ren, we have Kakobun talking about how he had to do this shit because he was a nobody trying to make his way up the ladder. And then we have Ren Kyogoku. She's like, no, but you're such a nice guy. He starts to hug her, starts to cry like a bitch. But he has his face on where he's like, I'm going to play this shit off. So I don't get in trouble. And Jafar, it was like, why? Like, what just happened? Jafar, this motherfucker, has his hands in his sleeves, turns towards Kakobun, and spits a loogie in his face. Now I'm thinking, what the fuck just happened? Yo, man. Oh, jeez, that was the funniest part in the entire episode. It was like, yo, the nigga was like, I was like, what just happened? Yo, holy shit. Oh man, that was funny. That was funny. But overall, that part, I'll give it okay, because it was unique and interesting, but still wasn't really, the pace just, dropped, dramatically, and it was like, what the fuck? So, whatever. After that, there's a quick scene here where we see Ren Hakuryu talking to Sinbad, and then at the end of the day, Ren Hakuryu has a mission. He has a mission, and his mission is very similar to someone else's character scheme. His mission is to destroy the Ko Empire. Now, this is very familiar. This guy's character scheme is automatically very familiar. scar on his face, wants to destroy the fucking kingdom that he's a part of. Co-Empire, Fire Nation. That's all I gotta say. Ren Hakuryu is Zuko. He's Zuko. He's fucking Zuko. It's like, oh my god. He's Zuko. He's Zuko. He's fucking Zuko. Scar. I bet you that this scar was given to him by a family member. At least his father or his grandfather or his uncle. The king himself probably. Yeah. You know, because it was like a trial thing. Got a star in his face by his own father and shit. And then fucking, you know, we going from there. It's Zuko. He's Zuko. So, but I'm done. Alright, I'm done. Loogie in the face, which was funny. That was funny as fuck. And yeah, we have the new Zuko 2.0. That's the title of this chapter review. Zuko 2.0. So I'm done, King Lightning. Be sure to, of course, rate, comment, and if you're wondering, after this season of Magi's over, I'm going to pick up the manga because this series is I'm digging it, man. The anime I know is fast paced in comparison to the manga, but even still, I'm digging it. So if the manga's fast paced, if the anime's fast paced in comparison to the manga, then the manga itself is clearly going to be a lot better because it's gonna take the time to be more in depth, more more vibrant in a way. So yeah, I'm done with that. So King Lightning, be sure to, of course, rate, comment, and subscribe as always. And I'm signing out. Voice is cracking. Peace. Have a nice day. Loogie in the face. Yeah.